The Kray twins, Ronald and Reginald, were notorious figures in London's criminal underworld during the 1950s and 1960s. Born on October 24, 1933, in the East End of London, they grew up in a working-class family, which shaped much of their later lives. The twins had a complicated relationship with their mother, who was fiercely protective of them, nurturing their sense of identity and loyalty, while their father, a local criminal, was often absent. This familial dynamic played a significant role in molding their characters, instilling in them a sense of pride in their heritage and a deep-seated belief in the importance of family. From an early age, the twins were inseparable, sharing not just a birth but a bond that transcended the typical sibling relationship. Their childhood was marked by the harsh realities of post-war London, where poverty and crime were rampant. As they grew older, the twins began to gravitate toward the world of organized crime, drawn in by the allure of power, money, and respect. They started their criminal careers in the late 1950s, initially dabbling in small-time racketeering and gradually expanding their operations into more serious enterprises. The Krays quickly became known for their ruthless tactics and their willingness to use violence to maintain control over their territory. They ran various illegal operations, including protection rackets, gambling dens, and nightclubs, all while cultivating a glamorous public image. They were known for their sharp suits, slicked back hair, and a charismatic presence that drew people to them. They rubbed shoulders with celebrities and socialites, creating an illusion of legitimacy that masked their criminal dealings. This duality of their lives fascinated the public and contributed to their infamy. Their rise to power was not without challenges. The twins faced rival gangs and law enforcement, but they navigated these threats with a combination of cunning and brutality. They were known for their fierce loyalty to one another, and their bond made them nearly unstoppable in the eyes of their adversaries. The Krays relied on a network of loyal associates and enforcers, creating a web of fear that kept many at bay. However, their violent methods eventually attracted the attention of the police, who were determined to bring them to justice. The turning point in their criminal empire came with the infamous murder of George Cornell in 1966. The killing, carried out by Ronnie Kray, was a pivotal moment that marked the beginning of the end for the twins. The murder was not just a simple act of violence. It was a declaration of war against their rivals and a signal of their dominance in the criminal underworld. However, this violent act also drew the scrutiny of law enforcement agencies, leading to an extensive investigation into their activities. As the police closed in on the Krays, the twins' public personas began to unravel. The media, which had once glamorized their lifestyle, started to portray them as dangerous criminals. The twins, who had enjoyed a certain level of celebrity, became increasingly paranoid and erratic. Their behavior grew more unpredictable, and their grip on their empire began to slip. They turned on former allies and became embroiled in a series of violent confrontations that alienated many in their circle. In 1968, after years of cat and mouse with the police, the Krays were finally arrested. The evidence against them was overwhelming, and they were charged with a string of offenses, including murder, conspiracy, and armed robbery. The trial was a media sensation, drawing attention not only for the shocking nature of the crimes, but also for the glamorous lives the twins had led. The courtroom became a theater, with the twins at the center of a spectacle that captivated the public. The twins maintained a facade of bravado throughout the proceedings, refusing to show any signs of weakness. In 1969, the Kray twins were sentenced to life in prison. Their reign of terror had come to an end, but their legacy lived on. They became iconic figures in British criminal history, symbols of the violent and glamorous world of organized crime. The fascination with the Krays extended beyond their criminal activities. They became cultural icons, inspiring books, films, and documentaries. The story of the Kray twins was not just about crime. It was about loyalty, brotherhood, and the complexities of human nature. While incarcerated, the twins remained inseparable, continuing to communicate and support each other through their letters and visits. Their bond, forged in the fires of their tumultuous lives, endured even behind bars. They became a subject of study for criminologists and sociologists who sought to understand the psychological factors that drove them to their criminal lifestyle. Their lives were a testament to the blurred lines between good and evil, love and loyalty, and the consequences of choices made in the pursuit of power. As the years passed, the Krays became somewhat of a legend, their story morphing into a mythic narrative that captured the imagination of the public. They were often romanticized in popular culture, depicted as anti-heroes who lived by their own code. This portrayal glossed over the reality of their violent actions and the suffering they caused to countless individuals. The Krays became emblematic of the allure of the criminal lifestyle, a seductive narrative that continues to resonate in contemporary society. The legacy of the Kray twins serves as a cautionary tale about the seductive nature of power and the consequences of a life lived outside the law. Their story is a reminder that the pursuit of respect and dominance can lead to destruction, not only for oneself but for countless others. The Krays may have achieved infamy and notoriety, but their lives ultimately ended in tragedy, a testament to the ephemeral nature of power and the inevitable consequences of a life of crime. Their story remains a compelling exploration of the complexities of human nature, loyalty, and the dark allure of the underworld.